Hey, what's up YouTube? Kevin from Trade Basics here. Just want to get you guys low down on how I perform my shower pan mud jobs. What you can see here so far is the vinyl floor. We're on a second story, so there's a plywood sub base, and over that I've done a 1/2 inch layer of cement board coupled with the first layer of floor mud. So the vinyl goes over that, and then the second layer here is performed the same way. I have a 1-inch spacer stick that I use along the outside walls to create my level line as I go around. First layer was the same way. What happens with this is, and I do this a little bit differently than most guys, but it's a tried and true system that I like a lot. It's quick and easy for me. Put down a slurry layer of thin set, and that's going to be your bonding agent on the wonder board below, as well as this layer here that we're doing. So this is the second layer above the vinyl shower pan, as you can see. So what I've done so far is just kind of tamp everything in. This is a dry pack floor mud that you could just pick up at your local home improvement store, and I've just tamped that in. I've pressed it in real good to the outside, pushing pressure and vibrating the mud so that it separates any honeycombs and brings some moisture to the top. So what I'm doing now is just making sure that I'm on my level lines. I don't know if you can see the little wing points here, crow's foot. That tells me that I've tamped it down to my line and packed it in real good. What I think needs to happen also is, as you do this, to get it nice and even, and you want to throw the level around. This is a little bit bigger shower than I'm used to doing, so you want to make sure that you have a nice even line underneath your level with a good deal of pitch. This particular floor is going to be a pebble bottom mosaic, so we want to pitch the floor even more so because there'll be heavy grout lines and a lot of water cascading down, so you want to make sure that's going to run to the drain super quick. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you the process. I have a slurry mix of thin set here. Just going to spread a bunch of that out on top of the vinyl. And this is going to give our floor mud and deck mud a nice tight bond to the vinyl. Spread a nice layer of that. Now, I don't go up onto the floor drain itself because there are weep holes inside there. You want to make sure that those stay open for the residual water that may get under your floor later on. There we go. Alright, some nice even coverage right up to the edge. I've already got my level line on the outside with my stick. Pour in some dry pack here. And again, we just want to tap this to the outside. I'm going to go a little bit above the line, kind of just level this out with the rest of the existing pour. Kind of cover that line on the outside just by 1/4 inch or so. Be gentle in the corner here as you go. You might want to put some tape on that. I haven't done that yet. I'm such a slacker. So we're just using a regular grout float to spread this out. Kind of break up some of those bigger kernels. I like to mix my mud a little bit wetter than most guys. And that just allows me to push it around a little better. So again, just to review, What I started with was just tearing out a tub, plywood subfloor, structurally patch the subfloor, put my curb in place, which is double 2x4 stacked up with some silicone in between to adhere the 2x's together. Thin set the floor, throw down some 1/2-inch cement board, screw that down, let this thin set underneath set up. We could go ahead with a mud job over that. Level lines across the outside with a 1-inch spacer board. Find your marks with the crow's foot. Throw down some deck mud, let that dry overnight. Come back with your second coat. The next day, thin set first. I like to throw that thin set in there to make sure we get good adherence to the vinyl. Throw down that slurry of thin set on every layer. So just a final check is I want to make sure my adjustable drain will still spin. Just in case my stone floor is going to be a little bit higher, I can raise this up or I can lower this down. Make sure your plumber throws that in for you. I really like those. And just check your pitch. You know, you want to make sure that you have a lot of good pitch if you're going to use that pebble flooring. That's real trendy nowadays. Make sure you have extra drainage for that in all locations. Make sure there's no spaces underneath your level for that 2-foot or 4-foot space. And then just take your mason trowel after you're done tamping it all out. Put a nice little finish on there for yourselves. Any questions, don't feel shy and leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. See you next time on Trade Basics. Hey, good morning, kids. Just wanted to bring you a little further along in our custom shower stall project. Floor set up overnight. Nice and hard, nice and flat, looking streamlined to the drain. Next process is going to be to put some thin set in all your corners with some mesh tape and get those corners in. Also let that set up overnight. Like this product Red Guard here, just start painting it on in the corners. Go right around. And I wanted to show you that process because this is really what makes the shower waterproof. So, disposable rollers, just cheap, contractor grade. I'm going to get it on. Plentiful. Put it on nice and heavy. You'll see I'll keep going right back to the tray for more Red Guard. Just be aware of any ridges that are created by putting it on so heavy that you want to go back over those and knock those down a little bit. Looks like I'm going to be going off camera here. That's it. Instant waterproof shower stall. I'll come back and I'll do this floor. You see the corners are already done. We'll get the floor again before we put the pebbles down on this one. But I'll also show you that process as well. Again, this is a product here, Red Guard. Good stuff. Tune in next time.